Hi everyone, this is Mackenzie, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit about the assignment that I created for my gaming interactions map. At the top left corner, we have the way Destiny has impacted my social relationship with my husband. So when I first met him, we had to do a year of long distance between Florida and Ireland. And Destiny was one of the games that he suggested we start playing as a way to have a social gaming space. I was much more of a single player gamer at that time in my life, but I was willing to give Destiny a try. And I really loved it. It's still a game I play to this day. It was something where we could just do strikes or even just hang out in the tower. I have very fond memories of us chasing each other around the tree in the center of the tower and just having a good time talking about each other's day. So Destiny was a way for us to utilize social interaction with one another, manage the distance of our relationship, and even when we did finally move in together, it's a game that we both still play to this day. At the top right corner, we have some D&D dice and my grad school friend Devin. So Devin was the first person that my husband and I ever did a D&D campaign with. He is a phenomenal D&D. He has an entire homebrewed world that he has created. He basically led us on a 2-year long campaign. Since he introduced D&D to us, we are, very into finding D&D stories to play. We play D&D with each other. We write our own campaigns. We watch TV shows like Dimension 20. We listen to D&D podcasts. And he is always going to be like the person that stands out in my mind as someone that introduced this amazing element of the gaming world that I'd never participated in before, and someone that we've made a lot of friends through and have involved other people in our lives through. In the bottom right corner, we have Red Dead Redemption 2's multiplayer. Hopefully, the vast majority of horses helps convey that. But when at one point, my husband and I both worked for the same company as consultants, and we promoted the idea of creating essentially a work club called Clicks, Rolls, and Scrolls. It was a Discord channel where everyone could talk about games that they liked, find D&D groups, find PC or Xbox or PlayStation games to play with one another. And we utilized Red Dead Redemption 2's multiplayer as the first game that we did that with. So it was phenomenal to have these work friends that you might or might not see during the day, but then especially during COVID, get online and play with. It was something that we actually tried to do work meetings through, which was a lot of fun. So there were articles about people doing that and having work meetings in multiplayer, and we gave that a shot and really enjoyed it. So it was just really interesting to have a game that intersected our work life as well as our personal life. And we still hang out with the people that are in this group all the time, even though a lot of them have moved away or we've changed companies. So it's really had an impact on our social circle and the games that we play. In the bottom left corner, this one isn't really a specific person, but I felt like I needed to include it because it's an important element about my career and how I teach people. So I work in learning and development, and as such, I do a lot of onboarding and new hire training. And so basically, once a quarter, we'll have a really big new hire class that comes in, and as part of that, we'll run networking events in the evening and we'll take the group out to this place called the Boardroom, which is a board game bar essentially. And so it's so great to see people kind of come out of their shells during this experience where maybe there's some of them that have never played board games before, card games, or aren't really comfortable. And then eventually they kind of get swept into a group, or I introduce some games to them. Maybe it's Catan or Wingspan or even just something simple like Cards Against Humanity, but it helps bring them out of their shell. So to me, something that is so important about this is how games allow people to interact and find new ways to communicate. And when I look at all four of the options that are on here for me, that's kind of the resounding theme is how we've communicated with one another through the different kinds of games that we've played. And I think that's sort of the overlining theme about the experiences that I've fostered with these games.